Today I'm sitting with the Honorable Angelo Farrugia. He's the Speaker of the Maltese Parliament. We're going to talk about the new Standing Committee on Information Technology and Artificial Intelligence Affairs. Mr. Speaker, welcome.
My pleasure.
You've been the Speaker of the Maltese Parliament since 2013.
That's right.
What key reforms or improvements have you introduced over the years, especially when it comes to technology such as electronic voting or the television of the Parliament?
Sure. Well, when I was elected Speaker in 2013, we were then still at the Grand Master's Palace, So with regards to technology, there were complete absence of that, Then we moved house to the new Parliament in 2015. And when we moved Parliament in 2015, I already made sure that we will have some technology in place. In fact, on the first sitting, we also televised the sitting. And later on, I managed to also have the transmission of the parliamentary sittings free to air for everyone. And of course, we also invested in further technology to have the sittings on demand. You can follow it on the internet and video and all that. We did all that in a couple of months. And of course, we continue on investing in technology. In fact, we have also specialized IT personnel who work in Parliament on a regular basis. And of course, we tried also to ensure that the technology that we invested it result also in all the society here and abroad to follow not only Parliament sitting, but also to follow all the parliamentary committees. We have now 17 parliamentary committees. We start with 4 and then 6, and now we have 17 parliamentary committees on all areas covering now also AI.
What were the main key objectives behind creating the Standing Committee on Information Technology and Artificial Intelligence?
What happened is that I'm very active in the Commonwealth, and we've been following a lot the importance of, let's put it that way, that AI now is the present, not the future. So we have to see how we can engage the AI with today's realities, and today's realities included Parliament. So what we did, and both government and opposition, a motion which was presented in Parliament way back in July of last year, gave birth to the Parliamentary Committee for Technology and AI. And we were one of the first, I think one of the first parliaments in Europe, and definitely one of the few parliaments in the whole world. In fact, I have the statistics that today, 2026, the number of parliaments from the Inter-Parliamentary Union, that is all the countries of the United Nations, there are 60 who are engaging AI, but only few have now, till what we have like Malta, the AI Parliamentary Committee.
Are there any lessons that Malta can learn from these other European parliaments who've implemented this kind of committee?
Yes, we did. We did refer to the European Union AI legislation act. And that is very important because the most important is that those who are in Parliament, also the normal citizen, parliamentary staff, whatever you have from the AI, you have to have some guidelines to make sure that the data that you're talking about is the exact data, and also particular areas where you can make checks and balances. So what we did is that, we did involve the EU, especially with that act legislation. But also what we did is we met now nearly 10 times, and we also had specialized meetings between the members of the AI Parliamentary Committee and the parliamentary staff and the members of Parliament, together with the University of Malta, together with the MITA, and other bodies, where we jointly discuss in clear terms and with a lot of detail to make sure that AI is to serve Well, our parliamentary democracy.
Absolutely. Do you believe today that members of parliament are well equipped with the new digital realities, such as artificial intelligence?
Yeah, I think that taking the Maltese parliament, we have quite a number of young parliamentarians who, as you know, the young parliamentarians, the young generation, they like to get involved in a lot of technology and all that. Yes, they are getting much involved. And what we are doing now is that we are organizing sessions with the respective authorities and let's say bodies, and also with the University of Malta. For example, with the faculty of the University of the IT. Way back some years ago, I also organized the parliamentary questions that you can get access of the PQ bits, which is the PQ parliamentary question and the answer on the mobile, and this is how we get organized. Yeah.
What are the main challenges that the parliament is facing today when it comes to emerging technologies?
Of course, there are challenges, yeah. And that's why we need to, because the challenges of today are today's reality. And some say the AI for the future. I say no, AI is for the present. And we have to make sure that we adjust ourselves. And in fact, coming to your question, recently I was elected one of the speakers of the Commonwealth in the executive committee of the Commonwealth. And one of the sessions was on AI. And it was held in India. As you know, India is the largest democracy in the world. We are talking about 1,200 million. Imagine, and they are already organizing themselves in AI, and they were quite impressed with a small country like Malta, just over 500,000, and we do have a specialized parliamentary committee on AI. So that means that we are trying to be the champion, sort of getting abreast with whatever needs to be with regards to AI.
Mr. Speaker, let's speak a little bit about the future. How do you envision the parliament in the next 10 years, given all the ongoing changes around technology?
Yeah, definitely AI is going to play a very important part. What we need to do is we have to have the proper guidelines and safeguarding to make sure that the data and the information that is being fed by AI is not tainted, or let's put it that way, is always correct. And to do that, you need to have the necessary safeguard. And that's why we talk about also proposed legislation in order to balance whatever needs to be done.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for your valuable insights.
Thank you very much.